Our battle with COVID-19 will last for some time. We are in a marathon, not a sprint. This is a marathon demanding discipline, endurance, demanding resilience, and requiring determination.
New travel bans among measures to take effect as the Bahamas moves to curb its growing COVID-19 cases. Good morning, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis, and this is the Morning Edition. Thank you so much for waking up with us. Nearly 30 new cases of the COVID-19 reported in the past 3 days. 15 of those cases announced by the Ministry of Health just yesterday. Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, said in his national address that government had to reinforce certain protocols as soon as possible to stop residents from spreading the virus. Here's Altavis Munnings.
153 positive COVID-19 cases now on record in the Bahamas. 15 new cases confirmed just on Sunday, 11 from Grand Bahama and 4 in New Providence. The Grand Bahama cases have been identified as 3 women, ages 30, 41, and 54 years old. The others are all men, ranging in age from 17 to 71. Health officials say verification of the travel details and conditions of the Grand Bahama cases are pending. The New Providence cases include 2 women, ages 40 and 48 years old, and 2 men, ages 29 and 53 years old. Only the 40-year-old woman has travel history, and all of these cases are in home isolation. According to the Ministry of Health Surveillance Unit, 49 new cases have been recorded since borders fully opened on July 1st. 31 of those new cases were recorded in Grand Bahama. This has prompted the competent authority, Prime Minister the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, to reinstitute measures in the emergency powers COVID-19 orders.
Public and private beaches and parks on New Providence, Paradise Island, Rose Island, Athol Island, and surrounding keys will be closed until further notice, effective tomorrow, Monday, the 20th of July, 2020 at 5 a.m. Restaurants at Ara Key and Potter's Key will also be required to close effective Monday, 20th of July. These closures will remain in place until we are able to ensure that better social distancing can be practiced and enforced. International commercial flights and commercial vessels carrying passengers will not be permitted to enter our borders except for commercial flights from Canada, the United Kingdom, and the European Union. This will come into effect as of Wednesday, the 22nd of July, 2020 at midnight. Bahamas Air will cease outgoing flights to the United States of America effective immediately. To accommodate visitors scheduled to leave after Wednesday, the 22nd July, 2020, outgoing commercial flights will be permitted. Private international flights and charters for Bahamians, residents, and visitors will also be permitted. Pleasure crafts and yachts will likewise be permitted.
All returning Bahamians, residents, and visitors by air or sea from abroad will require a negative RT-PCR COVID-19 test result from an accredited lab. These passengers will be required to present documents to immigration officials upon arrival to the country, and these tests must be taken no longer than 10 days before the date of travel. These passengers must also have an approved health visa.
It shall be an offense for a person to submit a falsified result of a COVID-19 diagnostic test or to undergo the test prior to his departure from the Bahamas and present the result of the test on his return to the Bahamas as though the test had been carried out in other jurisdictions. Such test only reflects the environment of the Bahamas and not the environment of the hotspot that you may have visited. Such persons are liable to a fine not exceeding $2,000 or 2 years imprisonment or both. If we are to defeat this COVID pandemic, then we all must be honest and we all must be fair to ourselves and our Bahamas. Additionally, where a person knows or reasonably believes that he is infected with the COVID-19 virus and causes another to be exposed or infected, that person commits an offense and upon summary conviction is liable to a fine not exceeding $1,000 in respect to each person who has been exposed or infected.
An airline or sea vessel operator will also be fined $500 if a passenger does not wear a mask or not possess a travel health card. And a COVID-positive patient will be fined $250 if they leave mandatory or self-quarantine without approval from the Ministry of Health. Then there's Grand Bahama. Prime Minister Minnis further pointed out that Grand Bahama has seen a resurgence in COVID-19 cases after being COVID-19 free for a little over 2 months. In fact, 30 cases have been reported there over the past 2 weeks. The Prime Minister said it coincided with the reinstitution of air and sea transport when the borders reopened. And that means
a new curfew for Grand Bahama will be implemented from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. daily, starting tomorrow, the 20th of July. All public and private beaches and parks will be closed until further notice, effective Monday, the 20th of July, 2020, at 5 a.m. International and domestic borders will be closed to all incoming and outgoing flights and sea vessels to and from Grand Bahama, except for emergencies and to transport essential services and goods. Effective midnight, Wednesday, the 22nd of July, 2020. Ferry boat operations between East End, Grand Bahama, and Crown Haven, Abaco, will not be allowed, and this will take effect tomorrow, Monday, the 20th of July, at 5 a.m. To address the potential for community spread, indoor dining will be closed effective Monday, the 20th of July. Outdoor dining, takeaway, and curbside delivery will be permitted. Bars remains closed.
Also on July 20th, all fish fries in 8 Mile Rock, Smiths Point, West End, and Williamstown, Grand Bahama will be closed. On that date, religious services, weddings, funerals, and sporting activities will also not be allowed. The Prime Minister also said if efforts to decrease the cases in Grand Bahama are unsuccessful, a lockdown may happen this Friday on that island. Altaviz Munnings, ZNS Network News.
Thanks a lot, Altaviz. After temporarily assuming the cabinet portfolio of health in May, Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, also announced a cabinet reshuffle in his national address yesterday. The cabinet office confirmed in a statement that pursuant to Article 77 of the Constitution, Renwood Wells becomes the new Minister of Health, and Labor Minister Senator the Honorable Dion Folks now has the cabinet responsibilities of transport and local government. Both ministers are expected to receive their instruments of appointment during a ceremony at Government House this morning. Meantime, the Member of Parliament for Bain and Grantstown, Travis Robinson, has been reinstated as the Parliamentary Secretary at the Ministry of Tourism. He will be sworn in at Government House at 10 o'clock this morning. Robinson told us in a telephone interview last evening that he is excited to return to a position that is close to his heart.
So I'm open to that the useful ideas and empathy that I bring to people to help us to bring about the kinds of solutions that is needed to revolutionize our tourism industry, particularly with a focus on domestic tourism. How do we get more Bahamians to see the family islands as options for vacation and for other travels, and even to do more businesses here at home throughout the 17 major inhabited islands that we have.
Robinson was relieved of his duties from this position 2 years ago for a breach of the Manual of Cabinet and Ministry Procedure. While he told us that he stands by that decision today, his initial decision to enter politics was to serve all Bahamians. His advice to young people: be encouraged.
I believe that the education that many young persons have today, those who would have went off to colleges and universities abroad and who are now home after completing their studies, it's a call and an obligation on them as well to add those ideas to the pot and how we can go forward. The nation needs them even more than ever before at this particular time. And if we are going to get through this pandemic, we need everybody on board, the young, the middle, the old, as a collaborative effort to bring about the best ideas and solutions to get through this time.
It was also announced that the coordinator of the National COVID-19 Task Force, Dr. Merceline Dow-Regis, stepped down from that position on Sunday. The Prime Minister said Dr. Dow-Regis will remain available for further consultation if needed. With commercial flights being canceled, Bahamas Air has announced it will resume relief flights over the next 3 days to accommodate Bahamians, residents, and those with valid work permits wishing to return to this country. Flights will leave New Providence 12:30 p.m. daily, returning to the capital at 3 p.m. on Monday and Wednesday. Tuesday's flight will stop over in Grand Bahama before returning right here in the capital. Bahamas Air will honor ticket holders from all Florida destinations without penalty. A Ministry of Health travel visa is required along with a negative COVID-19 test taken within 10 days. And motorists are being cautioned to drive with care while the streets are wet this morning. Traffic reporter Lloyd Allen is standing by with a quick look at what's happening out there.
The traffic report is sponsored by Bahamas First. First in insurance. Today, tomorrow.
Well, pockets of showers around the country, causing some minor flooding around the capital here in New Providence. Good morning, LaDon. Good morning, Bahamas. We're giving you your initial traffic report this morning. Coming in from the intersection of Balfour Avenue and East Street, we're joined this morning by Sergeant Crustania Johnson from the Royal Bahamas Police Force Traffic Division, who's giving you an initial look at weekend traffic. Good morning, Officer Johnson.
A pleasant good morning to you and a pleasant good morning, Bahamas. Well, over the weekend period, we've had a total of 28 accidents. We've had 21 of those accidents involving damages, and we have had 7 of those accidents involving injury. At this time, we have 14 persons who still remain hospitalized as a result of being involved in a traffic accident.
And this morning, obviously, our roads are wet. Speak to our viewers about road works that may be going on around the country, as well as keeping cautious as they maneuver the streets.
Well, let's combine both of those topics that you're talking about as it pertains to even traversing the street during this time, but with wet road conditions. We're advising the general public, yes, road works are being conducted throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. If you find yourself traversing the street during this time, we're asking motorists as best as possible, especially where those pockets of rain have settled. There's a tendency to go around those pockets to avoid potholes. If you find that you have to do this, please yield or ascertain your way clear before you enter the next lane, and as soon as possible, return to your lane. So as much as possible, just be advised of those areas where road work is being conducted and these pockets, especially where those potholes are, to traverse those streets with added care and caution.
And finally, this intersection right behind us where Balfour meets East Street, many people use this as a four-way stop. but explain to our viewers and our motorists how this intersection should really work.
Well, if you recall last week, we spoke briefly about major and minor roads. So this here, East Street, would be the major road for this intersection, and Balfour Avenue will be the minor road. That simply means that if persons on the major road, they would have the right of way. If you're coming on the Balfour Avenue, you're traveling east or west, and you're coming on to East Street, you want to travel north or south, you have to ascertain your way clear. It's simply to yield, and yielding simply means to wait your turn, and before you move, you want to ascertain your way clear and then go on to the street. So yes, again, we ask these persons, yes, we saw some deficiencies in the fact that stop signs have been knocked down from this area. We're going to get on to Ministry of Works to have them rectify that situation. But if you find yourself traversing this corridor, we ask you as much as possible to yield. My persons on the minor road, yield to persons that are on the major road, ascertain your way clear before coming on to that main road.
All right, so some great information there to get us started on this beautiful but rainy Monday morning. And of course, as you continue throughout your journeys throughout the day, ensure that you drive with caution and care as roads are wet and there is some minor flooding throughout the capital. Reporting here from the intersection of Balfour Avenue and East Street for the morning edition, Lloyd Allen, ZNS Network News.
Thanks a lot, Lloyd. Stay close. The morning edition is back right after this.
When we talk about Bahamians, we talk about a diverse people with very different dreams and goals. What we have in common, what makes us truly Bahamian in our hearts and in our souls, is our love of this beautiful country, our faith in the Almighty God, and our unshakable belief that we are each our brother's keeper. Happy anniversary of independence, Bahamas. From your family at Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Hi, welcome to Dream Girls. We offer a wide variety of hair care, and your everyday beauty needs.
Here at Dream Girls, we carry a wide variety of products for natural or relaxed hair, such as ORS, Pure Care, and Shea Moisture. We also carry a large selection of weaving, braiding, and crochet hair. You can expect to find a private wig room, a large variety of products, and service with a smile. Whether you're shopping for a party, a corporate event, or your everyday working woman, Dream Girls can make your dream become a reality. Live your dream, experience your dream, Dream Girls.
We have 3 convenient locations to serve you: Village Road Shopping Center, Prince Charles Shopping Center, and Legacy Plaza located on Prince Charles next to BTC Cash and Go. Here at Dream Girls, enhancing beauty becomes your reality.
Don't let a hurricane catch you unprepared. At FG Insurance Agents and Brokers, we offer hurricane insurance coverage on homes, vehicles, businesses, and new construction projects. For coverage information or a free quote, call 396-1490 in Nassau and 688-1505 in Freeport or Abaco. You can also visit our website at www.fgiagentsandbrokers.com. Hurricane season begins June 1st, and FG Insurance Agents and Brokers wants to make sure you're covered.
Hey, I'm Megan Shepard, a reporter here at the ZNS Northern Service. Did you know that ZNS is right at your fingertips when you download the new ZNS app? Missed something in our newscast? That's okay. Simply pull up the app, swipe, and you'll find all of our news headlines and highlights. So what are you waiting for? Download the new ZNS app today.
Let's stay COVID-free. Remember the 3 S's. Sanitize, social distance, and stay inside.
Welcome back. The Bahamas Chamber of Commerce and Employers Confederation closely monitoring the COVID-19 pandemic's impact on the business community at the local, regional, and international levels. Altavis Munnings tells us that the Chamber's CEO is imploring Bahamians to make the necessary adjustments to live through this pandemic.
With over 20,000 businesses in the Bahamas being monitored by the Bahamas Chamber of Commerce and Employers Confederation, the sector that has been hit hardest by the COVID-19 pandemic has been tourism. The country's borders reopened nearly 3 weeks ago now, and many tourism officials have seen a significant desire by visitors to come here. However, Chamber of Commerce CEO Jeffrey Beckles outlined the domino effect of this economic consequence.
Because so many Bahamians have now lost their jobs, there's less money in local circulation. So by extension, all the other ancillary businesses, hardware stores, construction, retail stores, beauticians, and the like, everybody's being impacted because there's less money to go around. In fact, Bahamians are now really looking twice and thinking 2 and 3 times before they spend $1. So the impact has been very wide and very deep, but those persons who work directly in the tourism sector have been hit very, very, very hard, and they were the ones up front to take the initial blow, and then by attrition, the others.
The Chamber CEO also admitted that with every economic meltdown, there are going to be casualties, although he forecasts that the Bahamas will financially survive this pandemic.
Our hope is to continue to work with our stakeholders to ensure that we do everything possible within our power and capacity to ensure that people have some means of employment in the first instance. And it may mean that you may be working a half a week, but it's better than sitting home doing nothing. Secondly, we want to make sure that we work with our stakeholders to ensure that the social network remains as strong as possible to provide the necessary support for those persons who are already on the marginalized lines of poverty and whose income will probably be a little further down the line than most.
The Chamber executive also branded the pandemic as an extraordinary time for Bahamians to get to know their neighbor.
All of us have got to realize that the guy next door, I may have to help feed him. I may have to help him and his family along if we're going to get through this.
Altabiz Munnings, ZNS Network News.
The National Insurance Board launching a new online portal today for eligible individuals to register for the government's funded unemployment benefit extension program. Individuals who were unemployed due to the COVID-19 shutdown between March 23rd through June 30th and are still unemployed are eligible for the extension program if they fall under one of 4 categories. These persons must have exhausted their 13 weeks of NIB's unemployment benefit payments, which became payable because of layoffs or termination due to COVID-19. Also to benefit are individuals who were enrolled in the Hurricane Dorian extension program and had exhausted the 13 weeks of extended payments. Those who were engaged in full-time employment for at least 3 months before the COVID-19 related shutdown and were under the age of 35 but did not meet the required number of contributions to claim NIB's unemployment benefit can also make claims. Self-employed individuals in the tourism sector who were previously enrolled in the government-funded unemployment assistance program can also apply. All eligible individuals must register on the portal to receive financial assistance in the amount of $150 per week for a maximum of 13 weeks during periods of unemployment. Bahamas Power and Light executives in a press conference on Sunday afternoon spoke about the new fuel hedge transaction that will set the charge for customers at about 10.5 cents per kilowatt hour. Company CEO Whitney Hasty listed benefits of the corporation using this process.
The facility of hedging allows us not only predictability in pricing, but stability in pricing, right? What it does not, and I think customers and consumers need to understand this, is what it does not do is guarantee the absolute lowest cost or lowest price. We want folks to understand predictability and stability. And so in lowering the price, we can lock in a price, because someone could say, well, why did you hedge at $40? Well, could you tell me when it's going to go to 30? No, I can't. Can you tell me when it's going to go to 50? No, I can't. So lock in where we are so that we know what we're having and we can say it's stable.
It is projected, though, that the average customer will save on about 30% through January 2022, when revision is set to take place. BPL Chairman Dr. Donovan Moxey explained that the corporation decided not to invest in additional rental generation to provide more efficient assets for Station A, resulting in lower fuel costs.
And we intended to pull the trigger this spring and summer, if you will, as well. And so all of those things were lined up. We also recognized, too, that the rate reduction bond was going to come on stream. That would then have an increase through the Newark charge in persons' bills. So our position as a board was, we don't want to put these additional costs on the consumers unless we can offset them. So the generation allowed us to do that. So when you look at high efficiency generation at the lowest, using the lowest fuel, and from a cost perspective, which was heavy fuel oil, that actually gave us a reduction in those costs. Then the stability came from hedging.
A group of Haitian migrants intercepted by the Coast Guard off of Florida on Thursday have been brought into the Defense Force Base in Inagua for processing. The group of 21 arrived around noon on Sunday, with officials planning for their imminent repatriation. Now, according to a Defense Force statement, there were initially 23 migrants. However, 2 were flown out for medical reasons. Lieutenant Commander Valentino Roll confirmed that his crew is on heightened alert and are monitoring temperatures and symptoms of crew and migrants. Prior to being transferred, all of the migrants were screened for COVID-19 symptoms, with none displaying any signs. Minister of Financial Services, Trade and Immigration and Industry, the Honorable Ellsworth Johnson, also spoke with our news team.
In Inagua, they have been properly isolated. They're going to be afforded all of the necessary protections and protocols required in the context of COVID-19. They're going to be afforded the rights that are pursuant to the law, and then in a dignified manner, those persons will be repatriated to their country of origin as soon as possible.
Many businesses have been birthed due to COVID-19. One college student has created a unique company that helps individuals become more organized. Here's Catherine Gomez.
Planning is a very important skill when it comes to putting plans into action. One young lady is definitely planning for her future, as her business, Golden Rose Prints and Printables, helps individuals organize their lives in style. Haley Adderley says she started this business amidst the COVID-19 pandemic to give herself a creative outlet.
I started my small business because I am a college student. I'm in my sophomore year at my college, and I decided that I wanted to make a change with my academics. I wanted to get more organized and put more effort into my academics, as well as note-taking. So I decided, okay, well, I wanted to design my own planner so I can go out and make the changes that I want to. And there weren't any planners that really caught my eye, so I decided to make my own. And after doing that and showing all of my friends and family my planner, they told me that I would make a profit from selling these. So that's what I decided to do.
Adderley says what makes her company unique is that her customers can receive their printables in a click.
What I do is I have their printables. So it's an online file. Once you buy from me, you immediately get your online file, and it comes in different paper sizes. And you can either print it at home, or you can go to your local printer store and support that business and print with them.
Adderley hopes to inspire individuals to start their own businesses, and she has these words of wisdom.
Starting a small business will always be challenging. It's never going to be something that can easily happen or easily take off. So once you find that one thing that you're very passionate about, try to make some money off of it. Try to make a profit off of it. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. You can always start a business, and you can always make money from it.
Despite the many setbacks caused by the pandemic, Adderley was actually happy for the extra time during the curfews and lockdowns, as it pushed her to start her own business. And she says the best is yet to come, with even bigger plans on the drawing board. Catherine Gomez, ZNS Network News.
Sorry there, Catherine. Thanks a lot. Stay close. The Morning Edition is back right after this.
the switch to Pennzoil. Purchase a quart or more of any Pennzoil lubricant at any Shell station, and you could win $250 from BPL or from Kelly's. You count on your car. Keep your engine clean and responsive with Pennzoil. And when you purchase a quart or more of any Pennzoil product at any Shell service station, you could win a $250 gift certificate from BPL or from Kelly's. Ask for Pennzoil at your favorite Shell. Promotion runs until August 12th.
As an artist, I travel all over the world, and I find inspiration all around me. From the people, and especially the environment. I love the Bahamas with all its natural beauty. From Abaco in the north to Inagua in the south, and all the wonderful and colorful islands in between. But we must all do our part to keep the Bahamas healthy and clean, now and for the future generations. That's why I want you to find a little time to do your part. I'm doing my part because I care. Do you?
It may be the living room or dining table. Some of life's most valuable moments happen at home. And with the unmatched value of a BTC bundle, you'll discover how fun home can be. Get a triple play bundle for great savings on the best internet to learn from home, Flow TV for the best entertainment with the family, and home phone with overseas and unlimited local calls for as low as $99.99. Discover how home should be with BTC. Conditions apply.
Bonaventure Medical Laboratory, your partners for quality health care, East Avenue, Centerville, just below Centerville Food Store. Bonaventure Medical Lab offers confidentiality and comfort while making your lab experience pleasant and relaxing. Our experienced staff gives service with a smile. We accept all major credit cards and insurance co-payments.
Bonaventure Medical Laboratory is now open in the Sandyport Plaza, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Centerville location is open daily, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1.
Everybody, I on TV. Look, I on TV. Mom, guess what it is? That's me. Bartender, do you see me? I on television. I gotta tell my girlfriend I on television.
Hello?
Babe, turn your television to Z now. Quick, I'm on television.
I don't have a TV in there.
We have Wi-Fi, though.
We have Wi-Fi.
That's fine. They upgrade now. You can watch it live from your phone. You just have to download the app.
All right, hold on.
Go to the App Store, type in ZNS, download the app, and you'll be able to watch ZNS straight from your phone. Hurry up and start over again.
Get your news and more anytime, anywhere with the new ZNS app. Stay connected from around the globe with our live stream news updates, all in the palm of your hand. You can also listen to the ZNS Radio Network for your favorite music. Go into your Apple or Google Play Store and download the ZNS app today.
Is it okay? Miss I's a star now. I still got to pay?
Welcome back. Kidney disease remains a growing concern in our society, and this morning we feature a young Bahamian male who, despite his physical challenges, is determined to beat the odds. Here's Desmond Saunders.
It's the news this 53-year-old father of two never expected.
Diagnosed with cancer of the kidney, and was difficult in receiving such report at that present time, because under no circumstance when I entered the hospital in February that I had anticipated hearing such news.
After visiting his doctor in May of this year, former hotel worker Kevin Cash was diagnosed with renal cell cancer, a serious health condition also known as kidney cancer. Renal cell cancer is a disease in which malignant cells are found in the lining or very small tubes in the kidney. Cash now has a tumor over his left kidney and is in urgent need of a bypass open heart surgery. Since receiving the news, Cash says he's never been the same.
It was difficult in receiving such report at that present time, because under no circumstance when I entered the hospital in February that I had anticipated hearing such news. But I learned to grasp and deal with it so far, and not go into denial over the fact of what is happening at this present time.
Considered a vibrant and energetic family man and Christian, Cash says a strength and support of family and friends has helped him through this difficult period, giving him the faith to remain hopeful.
Family, supportive, and friends, good friends. I tell you, friends are better than choice money. The support level, Desmond, on every level has brought me to a place of being overwhelmed to the point whereby I've seen persons reach out to me on every level, and sometimes I just get overwhelmed and then I just break down and cry because of the level of support. It's changed me tremendously. I have a different perspective in dealing with life, and I understand the worth and value that you have to appreciate life on every level. Hearing or having a terminal illness at some point in time, you really say, well, wow, I thought I would have never found myself in that dilemma, but here it is now. When you hear it, it's somewhat challenging, but I learned to cope with it and deal with it day by day.
His present diagnosis has presented numerous challenges: consistent abdominal pains, a challenge with mobility, foot and back pains. As it stands, Kevin Cash has no support with no medical insurance. He needs your help. Cash needs $35,000 to carry out the surgery. A GoFundMe account has been established in his name, Kevin Cash. He has also opened an account at First Caribbean's Palmdale branch. Your support will go a long way at giving Cash a second chance at life.
As many events have gone online due to COVID-19, professional dancer Siobhan Smith has created a digital summit enabling dancers from all over the world to develop and enhance their passion for dance. Here again is Catherine Gomez.
Dancing is an art form that is a passion and livelihood for many. But as dancers aren't able to perform on the big stage because of the COVID-19 pandemic, professional dancer Siobhan Smith has created a digital dance summit that will allow dancers to sharpen their skills.
So my initiative is the Digital Dance Summit 2020, and it's basically birthed out of something that I did in Freeport for the last 4 years called Dance Clinic GBI, where I offer unstinting access to professional dance training on the island for Bahamian dancers. This year, I'm still doing the same thing, totally free for anyone who'd like to join, but it's all virtual, and we're using that technology base, so the classes will be held on Facebook at Dance Clinic GBI Facebook page.
The Digital Dance Summit will have professional dancers from all over the world teaching ballet, jazz, modern dance, and funk fitness. Smith says as a young dancer, she lacked exposure from industry professionals. That's why every day she makes it her mission to give dancers the chance to spread their wings with the training and guidance from global industry professionals.
So I started this initiative because I trained in Freeport, Grand Bahama, and I had really great training there. But I moved away to continue my training to the States, and I realized that I was still pretty far behind, and I really hated how that felt. I knew that I did not want any Bahamian to feel the same way I did, so I really wanted to bring exposure back to the islands and offer them a high level of training and insight into the career without having to pay anything for it or without having to worry about the hows or the whys.
Smith says this is a platform for individuals to express their love of dance while having fun and learning life lessons. She explains how you can be a part of this great initiative.
Anyone looking to find out more about the clinic or summit, just search Dance Clinic GBI on Facebook. You can find everything there. That's where all the classes will be held. And dancers who would like to register for the summit can register when they go to the champagneseries.com/digital-dance-summit, and everything will be there.
The Digital Dance Summit will take place on August 8th and 9th, so don't miss this opportunity to enhance your skills in dance. Catherine Gomez, ZNS Network News.
The COVID-19 pandemic is providing more time for families to spend together. And as Kelsey Johnson tells us this morning, one couple is seeing who can reel in the biggest catch.
The pulsating sound of the goatskin drums gives you pure vibration and rhythmic moves. Pair that with a Bahamian song and an energetic dance crew that knows how to gyrate, and you have a hit. The One Family choreographed section are the new dancing dolls seen in the Erica Lady E. Simonet Feel That Rhythm music video. The song, scenery, music, and moves shows the true Bahamian culture and a great way of representing Junkanoo. Costume committee and routine chairperson of the One Family choreographed section, Anishka Fernando, explains why the dancers decided to take this form.
We all were uncertain as to what was going to happen with the Junkanoo culture, seeing that COVID hit us on a global scale, and we know that Junkanoo is something that is a contact-related event. So for us, we just wanted to make sure that we were able to capture the essence of Junkanoo while also putting on a presentation for our fans, our followers, our members to enjoy during the Independence season.
Junkanooers and their fans were sidelined due to the pandemic for two parades, the Labor Day Parade and the Independence Parade, which is also known as the People's Rush. Fernando described the music video as a bittersweet experience because not all the dancers were able to participate due to protocols.
We have been able to bring it into the home of all the people in our membership, in our Junkanoo community, and homes of Bahamians. We all know that the Independence Parade is one of the most nationalistic representations of peoples. We call it the People's Rush, to get in the road with their favorite groups, with any group, and be able to celebrate our patriotism for our country. So we were able to bring that product to you on any media outlet that you have.
Like Fernando said, the music video is truly Bahamian. The sights, the sounds, the moves, and wardrobe.
Everything that we incorporated into this production was homegrown. From the costuming, the marketing, the production, the scenery, from the Compass Point, which is a nostalgic representation of the Indian color. As you see, when our costumes reflect back and forth, you think of going back to the islands, you think of celebrate, visiting Adatra Gardens. Most of us at our childhood remember field trips of going there, and then of course the scenic scene at the Gilligan Island. That was just a touch of us bringing together the sunshine and the sea that we are all known for throughout the Bahamas.
And what does a production like this mean to Junkanooers, especially the choreographed section?
Junkanoo is something that is just more than just our culture. It is a product. It is something that we need to market. It's something we need to put out there on a global scale that people can realize that, hey, this is something they too can buy into, and this can be a product that we can represent for everybody to enjoy.
Like the song said, give me my Junkanoo, feel that rhythm, and let the music make you bounce right off the walls. Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Network News.
Meantime, a group of female snorkelers got together to celebrate Patty Women Dive Day. Here's Crystal Darling.
Although the choppy waves on Saturday morning at Clifton weren't ideal for diving, the tides did not intimidate our group consisting of women and girls eager to get into the water to celebrate Patty Women's Dive Day. And so we went snorkeling. The Bahamas Reef Environment Educational Program spearheaded the local event that took place at Brief's Underwater Sculpture Garden. Executive Director Kasarina McKinney-Lambert explains more about the importance of taking part in the international initiative.
Around the world, people are celebrating women involved in the maritime fields and in maritime industries. This is obviously so important for the Bahamas, and a lot of Brief's work is focused on getting young people into the water for the first time so that they can get involved with careers in the marine field going forward. So today we had a lot of people out underwater, wearing their masks underwater, and we had students and volunteers and interns and staff members from Brief, all women who are really taking important steps to involve people from around the archipelago in the marine field.
And Brief young reporter for the environment student, Caitlin Archer, explains how this experience has impacted her while giving advice to other females who want to get involved.
Embrace yourself and embrace being a female, and to not let anybody tell you that you can't do anything. It was very interesting and exciting, and I would love to do it again. This is only my second time snorkeling, and I look forward to more times with Brief.
And snorkelers weren't out there alone. Mermaids Tonya and Lindsay joined in too.
So for me, being one of the females with parties, being honored in Parties Women's Day, it feels amazing to just know that I can make a contribution to marine science and being a mermaid, teaching young children about mermaiding and marine science.
It's amazing because, like you've heard, I'm sure today, is that it was a lot of men. And so we want to be like, hey, there's a lot of women divers out here, including women marine scientists, mermaids like me. So it means a lot. It's great. It felt so good seeing all these women here today.
Mermaid Lindsay had this message for young ladies.
If you haven't done it yet, get certified. I am certified as a PADI open water scuba diver. So go ahead and do it. It was lovely today. I had so much fun. Don't be afraid. You're stronger than you think you are. We are very, very strong women. And just shoot for your dreams and keep on working hard because it's a lot of hard work, especially mermaiding.
Crystal Darling, ZNS Network News.
Thanks a lot, Crystal. Your workout morning session is up next. You're watching The Morning Edition.
Free to live my life, yeah, yeah. Free to be me, yeah. The way I wanna be, doing the things that I wanna do with my family and my crew, styling all the way through. 'Cause I got it covered, BAF has got me covered. I'm free to lie on the beach or stare at the sky, working hard at what I feel. Check my new wheels, just relax without strife. Make my girl my wife. Yes, I'm living my life. Hey, BAF for life. Yes, I'm living my life. Hey, BAF for life. For life. Yes, I'm living my life. Hey, BAF for life. For life. BAF has got you covered.
We Buy You Sell offers the best in impact windows and doors. The first line of defense in protecting your home and family with premium designs and affordable pricing. We can make your dream home a reality. We also stock a wide variety of tiles such as porcelain, mosaic, and plank tiles. We offer the lowest rates in the country. Located at number 163 Robinson Road. Call 677-2856 or 324-6427. We Buy You Sell. Come and see us today.
We'll be with you through new beginnings and sunset endings, through toil and many tears, through the joys and many fears. For all of life's ever-changing moments, trust J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers for all of your insurance needs. J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, giving you peace of mind.
Now you can watch the ZNS network of channels absolutely free. That's right, ZNS is now broadcasting 3 separate channels, free to air on Channel 13. One channel has the regular ZNS TV HD programming. One is the Parliamentary channel, and one is the 24/7 television community page. These channels may be accessed simply by attaching either a rabbit ears antenna or an indoor amplified antenna to the RF input connector on the back of your digital television or flat screen TV. Once the antenna is connected, select TV mode and choose Auto Scan, and your TV will automatically pick up Channel 13 at no charge. Once you're on Channel 13, just use the channel selector to go to each of the 3 ZNS free channels. Antennas are available on many sites online. Free TV, ZNS brings it back to you.
And it's time now to stretch those muscles with Downtown Natasha Brown.
Come on down, Natasha Brown has got you with the ultimate fitness.
Good morning and welcome to another Downtown and the Ultimate Team segment. The secret of our health lies in our daily routine and our mouth. we thank you again for joining us for an awesome session where we will focus on bringing a lean leg routine for you. Let's get right to it. We've got 5 exercises. The first, we will start off with a basic squat on your toes. Ready and go. We're gonna do this for 15 times. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure your core is nice and tight. 9. I need 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Now we're gonna take it to where we're gonna pulse for 10 times, and then we're gonna hold it for 10 times. Again, remaining on our toes. Ready? Let's go. Take it down, hold it here. Now pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Don't lose it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! What a burn. Remember, if you're looking for lean legs, you don't like how your legs look, this routine is for you. Now, we're gonna take it away from the squats, and we're gonna bring it in now to split lunges. Let's take the right leg first, forward. Make sure that back foot is on top of your toes and the foot not twisted to the side. Ready? You're only going to bend the left knee, not push the right knee forward for 10 times. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, just keep that head up. 3, and you're breathing. 4, your abs are tight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to pulse that same leg for another 10. Ready, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, heads up. 6, chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, breathe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Talking about a burn. Now guess what? We gotta switch to the other leg. So now the left leg is forward, the right leg is back. Make sure you're up on your toes and your foot isn't flat-footed. Ready, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, very good. 6, core tight. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Make sure you're breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Guess what? Let's pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, yeah, 6, 5, yeah, 4, don't lose it, 3, 2, and 1. Lean looking legs, and guess what? Nothing spectacular. 2 basic exercises. Now guess what? We gotta take it into the final exercise of the morning.
Charles Fisher is back at it again. This past weekend, he took to South Andros, where he tried his hand at something new, venturing into the unknown. Take a look.
Here in South Andros, I went on a mission. I was looking for the biggest crab pen on the island. I was told that some of the crab pens here, biggest houses. Let's find out. Meet Ronald McCartney from Mars Bay, South Andros. He, along with his grandboys, took about 4 days to construct this pen.
That's a 16 by 20.
This is like a little house.
Well, this is small. You should see the big one over there. Well, almost my house, that was about 60 feet.
How many crabs could this hold?
Roughly, 50 dozen.
So do you go crabbing every night?
No, I mostly buy some days and crabbing some. At my age, we can't do much crabbing now. Now I was young like you, I get to catch like 2 or 3 bags a night.
And what does he do with all his catch?
We sell some, sell my people some, you know.
When the season is not on, you still have crabs in here, right?
No. See, crab is like season day. You see them this month, next month you see them, then the following month they come back again. Until around about October, that's it until next year, May again.
Now when the lockdown was on, how did he manage?
Well, you got plenty of bush. When you see the months is there, you got to live. You know, you go through the bush and come up the rock. You know, on the dock up there, you go from there, you rumble up.
Yeah, so you don't have to come out on the road.
You got to come on the road.
They see you.
You're looking for something to make a living.
Some may call it a mini hotel for crabs.
You got water. Now, next year, you see, I got light in there. You know, just in case.
What do you feed them to keep them going?
Mangrove, trash. You know, like leaf and egg. Like if you got food trees like me, I give them connect. I give them mango, I give them coconut, like that.
I see you have black and white crab. How they allowed to mix like that?
Oh, we see, you know, like with the black crab, I want to catch them called one big one, right? And I just throw them with the white. And they got to do like black and white people. We got to learn how to live together. You know? Yeah.
And I see they have their little pool where they're bathing in the water and all.
Yeah. Every morning I go in there, I change the water, give them fresh water, hold some down, you know.
You're not afraid to go inside there?
No, man.
How come you're not? They get biters and everything. I'll be afraid.
You know they got to eat. You know, so go inside there, reach them on the side. Right now you go on that door.
Okay.
All of them are just back on the side for you to pass. Come up.
So is it good to just pick the crab over to the bush and eat it?
It is, but they won't be as fat. It takes longer to get fat. You see? That's my belief.
What do you mean by fattening the crab? Because I mean, some people might not know that. What is fattening?
All right. When you boil crab and dough and you see that yellow thing come on the dough, man, that's good. Some good stuff.
You can get basketball and all in there.
Got everything in there for these, man. You know, sometimes when they get relaxed, you wake them up and feed them up in the morning. Still show them on because it's hot now. If you don't want, I mean with me, every morning I hold my crab down so they keep cool. See?
These crab getting treated better than human.
I treat these crab better than I treat my wife.
Well, I came to South Andros looking for the biggest crab pen, but I also found the sweetest connects on the island. Sorry, LaDawn, none for you, none for Betty, and none for you folks there in the studio. Tastes good. For the morning edition, I'm Charles Fisher.
So you didn't connect, but you didn't catch any crabs. I guess that's next time. Well, here's your weather forecast this morning. A low-pressure trough is producing cloudy conditions over the country today. In all areas, expect cloudy and breezy weather with more rain in the forecast. The daytime high is 90 degrees with the overnight low at 77 degrees. Remember to stay tuned to the ZNS Network, your best choice for local, regional, and international COVID-19 coverage. We are the only station providing you with live radio and television updates throughout the day, giving you up-to-the-minute information. Our coverage continues at 10 o'clock on the radio and then again at 2 p.m. on the television network. And that's a wrap for us here on the Morning Edition. For the entire team, I'm LaDawn Davis. Have a great morning, everyone.